Okay, now let's get rid of this crazy view. Okay, for everybody just tuning in into this live stream, yeah, something went incredibly horribly wrong on the last stream. I just forgot to switch on my audio interface, which connects the streaming computer with the rest of the system. So basically what happened was I was improvising for 20 minutes and giving you a great welcome. And yeah, it just didn't work because you didn't hear anything. Now again, I will restart the stream without the improvisation part. Welcome to another beautiful music production live stream. Today is the 20th of June, Saturday 2020. I am Felix Rösch, Berlin-based composer mining the edges of electronic, ambient and classical music. That's what I do for more than 10 years now. And here on these live streams, if they work, also if they don't work, you will find a very beautiful community of music makers from all over the world sharing our stories and always learning new stuff in the process. I'm streaming 3 times a week. The streaming schedule is in the description of this video. And if you would like to become part of this, just say hi. I will reply to every message and read out every message and also reply to every comment. So if you're seeing this after the fact, feel free to comment and I'm going to reply to it. I also release videos on music production techniques and all sorts of gear I use here 2 times a month. So if any of that sounds interesting, please consider subscribing because that way you won't miss it. 14-bit MIDI. Yeah, sound. 14-bit MIDI in chat again. Very silent and ambient improvisation today. Yeah, it was very silent. That was more of a John Cage. I pulled a John Cage on the first 30 minutes of that stream. Yeah. Now. Well, that was... I think with these streams, like everything that can happen has to happen at least once. I think there was a stream where I broke several instruments, or several streams where I broke instruments. The camera shuts off and everything that can go wrong went wrong on these streams. Now we are going to listen back to this improvisation on the next stream, nonetheless, even though there is just video and no audio. Sorry, I think I'm going to delete the silent video because I don't want anybody watching that. Yeah, but what we'll do now is listen back to the recording from the 17th of June. That was this Wednesday. And see if there's anything good in there. Okay. Mystical Physics. Yo. Oh, 14-bit MIDI asks, question, is your Rev2 8 or 16 voices? Because in case you don't know, 14-bit MIDI considers buying a Rev2 as well. Then he also writes, 14, Mystical Physics. Yo. Thank you. Hello to this now working stream, hopefully. 14-bit MIDI, my Rev2 is the 8 voice version because I figured, if 8 voices are enough for Radiohead, because they used the Prophet 8 before and that was 8 voices, I think. If 8 voices are enough for Radiohead, it should be enough for me. And yeah, that was... And I also didn't want to spend more money. But really the main argument for me was when this awesome band just only needs 8 voices to make their music, I also don't need more, probably. Okay, and I kind of like this progression already. So, Mystical Physics, how are you? How was your day? I hope you didn't mind watching 20 minutes silent improvisation. Actually, I really kind of like this. Maybe it's just me wanting to find something good now. 14-bit meteorites, haha, great arguments. Same here. Yeah, right? I mean, 16 voices is nice, but I never missed any voice. Like, I don't know. I even like it if some voices drop out, and you know, with 8 voices, for me that's more than enough. I have 10 fingers. And of course, if you use the pedal and stuff like that, but really, it should be fine. 14-bit meteorites can see the benefit of 8 more voices for simple pads. I'm really interested in. Yeah, definitely. And also for more complex stuff. I don't really know if you need that many voices. And again, I like the fact that some voices drop out here and there. I like that, actually. Okay, now we already have a... Let's see how this starts. Nah. Oh man, the improvisation was quite okay, actually, today. At least the end. But hey, we'll listen to this on the next stream. Mystical physics, right? Good, thanks. I'm watching from Sicily. Sicily, beautiful. How's the corona situation there? I guess because it's some kind of this island, it's less of an impact. Maybe not, I don't know. I kind of like this. I mean, it's kind of a general, like again, a little bit. It's not a very special chord progression, and again, it's I think these four bars, 4 chords. But I like it. I kind of like it. You know, this can go somewhere. It's not like it's already somewhere, but it can go somewhere. Okay, let's continue. Oh, mystical physics, right? Yeah, it's not that bad here. We still have to wear masks, but we are allowed to do anything now. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm really hoping that there won't be like a second huge wave, but I have hope. I have hope. It already in some places here, it also already feels like it's back to normal again, which is dangerous, but. Okay, what's this? That's very generic. I mean, it sounds beautiful, but I don't know. And here in some other places, it's really weird because some restaurants are really strict on the corona guidelines, and they take in much less guests, and everybody has to sit very far apart, and and some just don't care, which is, you know, kind of unfair. It's kind of unfair for yeah, but especially for the restaurants who stick to the guidelines, they have a disadvantage. But hey, we're here to make music, right? Not to talk about the sad corona world. Well, I kind of like this idea, but more because of the synthesizer here. And that's again, if you don't know the blooper pedal from Chase Plus Audio, check it out. It's a great, weird blooper with lots of beautiful possibilities. Okay, so, and if you have just tuned in, we are right now going through improvisations from, or the improvisation from the last stream, which was on Wednesday. And yeah, we're just looking for, let's mark this orange, for interesting things we could use for a new EP, which will be mainly focused around piano and electronics. And that's something I wanted to do since I was like 17. Always wanted to do that. I think, no, since I heard Radiohead Kid A the first time, I wanted to do this. But I didn't, for whatever reason, for far too long. Yeah, and now I feel like I've grown enough to finally produce this EP. And today's stream started a little weird. Ah, okay. And I like this sound. And the weird thing here is again that if the piano looks like this, if the piano track looks like this, that usually means that it's going through the pedal board. And if you have any questions about the setup I'm using here, feel free to ask. But if it looks like this, that means it's going through the pedal board, and the right channel somehow is louder than the left channel. Wait, you know what? Let's find out what this is. Hey, that's kind of nice. Without the wrong notes, of course. Let's just listen to the left channel. Ah, and that is 100% effect. And the right channel is just the just the reverb from the... oh yeah, I like this. Okay. Okay, yeah, I like this. I like this. The electronic pad here is way too loud. Let's make this much more quiet, like -9 dB. Even more, -12. Okay, and now what we're also going to do is... and now that won't work. What I just wanted to do was... no, we can't do it. Because what I wanted to do was take just the left and the right channel separately here and, you know, kind of pan these and work with these a little bit. But what we're going to do next is take the best parts from this improvisation and copy it to the best of June file, where we store all the best ideas from June, obviously. Yeah, and the format of that best of June project is such that we will not be able to use all the adjustments we would have made by now. So, Mystical Physics, are you also a musician? And if so, what do you do? In case you're still there, I mean. Okay, and then I was trying to do lots of looper stuff. Oh, 14-bit MIDI, by the way. Do you know what I just ordered? Wait, I can show you. Should be there tomorrow, on Monday. The Ditto X4 looper. Yeah, I'm going to give this a try, because like on every other improvisation here, I was feeling that the moment when I used the looper on the piano, things started to become interesting. So, and right now I just have a 60-second looper that can basically just overdub. And yeah, I thought let's upgrade this a little bit and see what happens. Maybe I won't need it, but hey, who knows? If so, I'm going to sell the old... if I need it, I'm going to sell the old one. And probably also the particle, and then, you know, I have the money's worth for that. Yeah, I kind of like this. I like this idea. That's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Whoops. Okay. That's also good. Okay, and I think now there is not much happening. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of destroying the loop in the background. That's also another nice thing you can do on the blooper. Wait. It's nice. Oh yeah. I think that's actually something that could turn into a track. Ah, Mystical Physics. Yeah, you're still there. Yeah, okay. Mystical Physics writes, yeah, I'm a songwriter. I've been playing guitar since around age 6 or 7. Oh, okay. I'm 27 now. Haven't released anything yet, but I plan on releasing soon. Yeah, do it. Seriously. I didn't release anything for so long, like until I was... when I was 30, I started releasing music. And I mean, before that, I was obviously working for lots of, you know, theater and audiobooks and film music and lots of stuff. So I made a living off of writing music, but I didn't release anything. And yeah, I started 2-3 years ago, and it kind of works. You know, if you're doing this in the long run, and I mean, if you're a good musician, and obviously, if you've been playing your instrument for that long, you should be pretty good. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to just release music that you think is okay. It doesn't even have to be the best thing you ever did, but yeah. And here, you hear this? That's the blooper. Like re-record. It's like a tape, re-recording itself over and over again, and always deleting little bits and taking out some frequencies. It's just a beautiful instrument, really. I mean, the blooper. Honestly, the blooper is just insane. It's insanely expensive as well, but yeah, it's totally worth it. So, do you have? I mean, a mystical creature, mystical creatures, mystical physics. Oh, what's this? That was interesting. Ooh. That's a delay with lots of weird stuff happening. I like this. So you wrote piano, guitar pieces, I guess. But do you just have to record them and it's done, or do you have to really produce these songs? Or pieces, I would call it. In case you're singing songs. Okay, yeah, the feedback is just way too high on this. Yeah, and I should have... That's the good thing on the mood, where you can select... Now, basically the mood pedal has two channels. One is for effects and delay, like this, and the other one is a looper. And you can decide what feeds into the effect channel. Either the input of the pedal, so if I'm playing something like this, or the looper. So only the looper, not the input, and that's what I should have done there. I just didn't know how to use this pedal. So the delay, which is set to an infinite feedback, just doesn't get fed more. So you can just have one sound repeating over and over. Yeah, and here I'm kind of toying around with the mood pedal. No, but seriously, mystical physics. Today is my day where I can't speak English. Mystical physics. Wait! Why is this so hard? Mystical physics. Why haven't you released anything? I know why I did not, but why did you? Well, this pad in the background is kind of interesting, I think. Let's mark it at least orange. Well, the piano... I don't know about this. Okay, I'll just, mark this part here. Okay. Yeah, another improvisation technique I think is really working at least 50% of the time is when you have one idea, like a snippet of an idea, and then you just repeat it. And then you take another idea, and then you repeat that again, and see what happens. And the first time I became conscious of that concept was when I listened to Stravinsky's Sacre. And in case you haven't heard it, please listen to it. It's kind of one of the most beautiful pieces of modern history, I think. Yeah, and he does the same thing. Like 100 years ago, the weirdest ideas, which would not have worked, I think, if he just played them one time. He just played each idea 2 times and repeated it, basically. And it works really well. I mean, I'm not trying to compare this what I'm doing here to Stravinsky's Sacre du Printemps, but the basic concept of just repeating parts. I mean, he's obviously not the first one to do that, but yeah, if you listen to it, it's pretty obvious. And in case you're watching this and would like to support me a little bit, it would really help if you just press that like button. Because, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Again, and here, again. I started with a loop on the piano. And then things become kind of interesting when the loop of the piano and the loop of the pedal board start to work together. I think this is interesting. I would listen to this. Oh, and thank you, beautiful people, for just pressing that like button. Thank you. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's not anything that... But as far as I can tell, I'm trying to develop this here within the next 30 seconds. That's at least not that generic. I mean, it's a little bit generic, but just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, and I kind of like it. And as far as I remember, I didn't really get this to go anywhere else. But it's a good collection of... Oops. Well, what am I doing? I recorded over this accidentally. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, I'll mark this red, because I like the beginning a lot. And again, maybe I just like the beginning because before that there was nothing really too interesting. And you know, my hype meter is going up, and when I find something, or my hype threshold, I would say. But I don't know. You know, that's why we just collect these ideas and later have a listen in the best of project. What works and what doesn't. This is just the first pass. Okay, now the end. I don't know about this. Nice if this dim idea here would be developed after this. So it should have something to do with that. And I think the rest of that improvisation was just... Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Okay. Well, sorry, I'm still a little bit tired. Although we could sleep pretty well, and my daughter didn't wake us up too early, so it was all good. But okay, now let's delete these parts. Okay, we don't need the Brauner microphone. I wonder when I'm going to improvise on the cello again. But you know, I just feel like when I... Oh no, that was not a good idea. Okay, let's do it like this. I feel like on the piano I can say something meaningful on the piano, and I can't really do that most of the time on the cello. Now, Best of June version 1. Save. Yeah, let's save it. Okay. Let's get rid of this here. Okay, and here are a couple of night improvisations where I can tell you a little story, and this is the background music for this story. So, when our daughter was asleep and the mood pedal was still in my mind, I went into the studio and played some music. Late at night, very late. That's why it's very quiet. And that was what I played. And I kind of like it. That's why it's called Night Impro June 17th. And with unexpected major chords. And I kind of like this, really. I mean, it's a little bit generic, like it's nothing I haven't heard before. But it's beautiful. And you know, I think this dogma of you have to do something which has never been done before. Yeah, you can take this whip and, you know, hit yourself with it all the time. But why? I mean, it takes out so much fun of the process for me. So I would rather produce these little pieces which, you know, I don't care if they have been, or if this chord progression or this melody kind of has been there before. I don't care. No, it's just outputting as much as I can and having fun in the process. So And I mean, it's not like I'm not trying to create something unique, but I think if you try too hard, for me at least, I'm losing, you know, what makes the whole process fun. And I like this. I like this improv. Actually, this is something, you know, I would... Maybe this is a piece. It's almost 3 minutes long. A little more. The only thing that annoys me a little bit is that I didn't switch on the right clock settings on my interface. So there are occasional clicks and stuff like that. Oh, let's see what this is. What's this? Okay, this is from that same night. Yeah, but it's not so good, I think. Okay, so sorry, people. You will have to see me yawning quite often today. I don't know why. Okay, June 20th. Now let's listen back to... Wait, there was one idea which I thought was really nice. And I think this will be the idea we will be working on next, because I liked it a lot. I kind of like this. And I had this playing in my head for quite some time. Yeah, something like this. I kind of like the irregularity. No, there's just one bar added to this whole thing, so it breaks this 4/4 cycle. Yeah, I kind of like this a lot. I think this will be what we'll be working on next. Maybe. Oh, and you know what? I want to listen back to the Best of May project, because there are ideas we haven't listened to for quite some time. And I know I wanted to work on the piano track, and we will for like 1 hour maybe. But I just want to go back to the Best of May project and just, you know, just have a listen, because it feels good. It feels good. Yeah, to see what we have done, you know. Ah, that's also nice. And we'll just listen to the right ideas. I mean, the ideas are... Yeah, that's also... Many interesting ideas. And this is just fading out. Yeah, this will be very quiet and mellow. know, the whole mood of this EP will be very mellow and like this night melody improvisation, I think. Yeah, let's see. Okay, another right idea. Well. Okay, and there's a weird tempo change in there, a weird meter change, which makes it interesting. Yeah. Good layers, dramaturgy. I'm just reading the comments I wrote here. Ah, okay. And I mean by layers, I think I meant the recording here, the piano recording. Okay. And that was the chord progression, which was okay. Ah, and this here is the improvisation from the 20th of May. And in case you recognize this, that is the improvisation that started the piece we will be working on next. Like in 10 minutes or something, or 5. Okay. But I mean, honestly, there's not that much. Ah, Mystical Physics, right. I am in the process of building a soundproof studio. Nice. Ah, I love this process. It's almost finished. I have been playing in live bands for years, but I finally realized it wasn't right for me, and I prefer working in the studio. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I also feel kind of the same, but I kind of also miss playing live. And the soundproof studio, like with floating walls and floating walls, like a floating floor and everything. I would love to build something like that. Even though, you know, I don't know if you've seen I've made a video also here on YouTube about my whole studio setup, where you can basically see that there's no acoustic treatment whatsoever here in this room. Which has a lot of disadvantages, but the real big advantage for me, at least, is that I can come into this room and feel like, okay, this is basically a living room where I can also spend my time making music. Oh, yeah, I like this idea. So, what have you been playing live? Was it more kind of metal stuff, or cover bands, or? Yeah, I kind of like these. Although this is not necessarily something which could immediately start. Mystical physics. Why am I saying physics? Mystical physics, right. Yeah, it's a room within a room. I play heavy rock music, so sometimes it's got to be loud to capture that sound. Yeah. You have to feel it in your tummy. Oh, nice. Hey, so you play loud rock? I mean, honestly, I also come from a background where I've played in bands and we played this grunge, metal, progressive stuff. And now I've ended up making music which is basically like ambient classical stuff. But it's funny that you come from that background and you're still here. You're still watching. I take that as a compliment. Oh, that's nice. This idea here is good. Okay, this is... I like this. I like this a lot here. This could actually start something. Although it's detuned. And it's very Thomas Newman, but like again, I don't care if it's something that has been there before or that reminds me of something else. As long as I'm having fun in the process of making it, that's fine. And you know, I always hope that when I have fun making it, some people might have fun listening to it. Is kind of interesting. You know what? I'll mark the parts of these best of projects blue, which I think can be the start of something. When this is here, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm still a little bit so tired. Especially, I like this part especially, and I mean, this is also okay. See what this was. I like this. Not only because it's a little bit faster. Yeah, we'll have to see about the tuning. But maybe I have to tune my piano. I like this. Yeah, something like this, you know, but you get the idea. I like this this pulse. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, what we'll do now is go to the first one project, which is the first track. That's why it's called the first one, obviously. And I'm going to change the view a little bit. I don't know why I'm so tired. Okay. Now, first of all, let's listen back to what we have here. Okay. Was there some distortion there? Okay, is this just the compressor? No, that's in the recording. Now, do I mind? I don't know. Maybe it's okay. I did not play that very well. You know, it feels like I thought it was too slow, then I thought it was too fast, and I kind of adapted while playing. I don't know, I don't like this. Okay, and we definitely have to work on these loops. And this melody is too full. It should be and not like this. With this, that part is nice. You know what? I also don't like the fact that oh, that's fine. Okay, I thought there was a hiss in the background. I mean, there is this hiss in the background, but that's okay. So what we will do is maybe just record this once more. You know, why not? And while we're at it, let's just, you know what, let's make a group and use just one piano effects setting. Mystical Physics, right? Do you only mix with headphones or also monitors? Yeah, I'll also definitely mix with monitors. Because yeah, it would be pretty stupid to not to do that. I mean, not stupid, but everybody would have to have these headphones to listen to the mixes. No, I listened on the monitors. I have these Adam A8X monitors here in this room. But I also listen on lots of other speakers on my smartphone. I think it's always a good idea to also listen on your smartphone, because you would be surprised at how many people actually listen to your music on the smartphone for the first time, and it should at least not sound really bad there. And on my laptop and on other speakers and on little headphones. And when I'm really mixing, I usually, or mastering, maybe I do this in the mastering process. I don't know. Kind of mixing, mastering is for me. For me, this happens a little bit at the same time. Because I basically do it all myself. So, and I can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, yeah, but I think only doing a headphone mix is dangerous. Ooh, and that's louder all of the sudden. Okay, now. Okay, no, that was not a good idea, because on the last stream, we produced this little beautiful fade-in thing here. So what we are going to do is just take this, delete it, and now these two piano tracks are in this group, and this group has the equalizer and the compressor. On it, let's call it piano. Mystical Physics writes, yeah, I also check with the radio in the car as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I was about to say I'm checking it in the radio in the car, but I don't have a car. So, yeah, but my brother has one, so I just have to visit my brother and then we'll listen to the tracks. But yeah, that's a little bit more of an effort. Okay, let's see if this... Okay. Works. Now let's just do a whole new recording of this. And let's mute these tracks. I'll switch on the click. And for this now, for my next trick, I'm going to use the camera again. Okay, and in case you just tuned in, we are currently working on a piano track, which stemmed from an improvisation from the 20th of May. I usually start all my live streams with an about 20-minute long improvisation on the piano and electronics. And yeah, this is something that came out of one of these improvisations, and now we're kind of trying to finish it. And for the next, I don't know, couple of minutes, I'm trying to record it on the piano. which will be, let's see, probably won't work the first time I try, but okay, wish me luck. I should definitely switch off monitoring here in Ableton, because then we get this weird delay. Okay. So let's start again. So sorry. Also makes me crazy is that this microphone is still on. I'll just mute it. And you know what? This loop kind of makes me crazy as well. I just have the click playing. That should be enough. Yeah, I thought I could do it better. But I'm not even sure if this actually is better than the first recording. I think this B part here. Always into your armpit. Oh, well. Okay. What's this called, by the way? I don't know. I have to... You know, like I said, we are always learning new stuff in the process, so I'll just look up what Niesen, it's in German. So, and Niesen English would be to hachi, probably. No. To sneeze, right, to sneeze. Okay, yeah. Always sneeze into your armpits. The panning is a little bit off. Yeah, this is better. This is much better. This dimblem is a little much more playful. Yeah, that's better. I mean, it's also shorter. But hey, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's try to mix this with the intro. Boom, 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 boom. I hope it's still there. I mean, it definitely is still there. Why shouldn't it be? And what we also need to do is correct some of that latency. Yeah. Mystical Physics writes, I mix my own music, but I plan to send them off to be mastered. I'd like some fresh ears on the tracks to hear something I may have missed. Yes, that's true. But you know, I'm already spending way too much on this next release. And basically, I'm spending all my Spotify revenue, all the revenue I got from I think I have like 150,000 plays now. So that roughly equates to 150,000. I mean, it's like 400 euros by now. With all the Amazon and iTunes and all that stuff. So I'm basically spending a lot of money already on the cover for my next release. It's like... and I'm thinking, you know, if I also spend money on the mastering process, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should, but then again, I think that's something I can do. Or I should be able to do. But, oh, that's nice, that's nice. Let's see. Beginning is not really on time, but I feel like that's not too bad. Yeah, that's fine. Let's listen without click. Okay, and now with the loop in the background. Mystical Physics writes, yeah, the cover is important to catch people's attention. I see so many bad album covers in Spotify. Yeah. I mean, I'm guilty of this a little bit as well, but I completely underrated this in the past. So yeah, now I thought, hey, let's pay somebody to do it like good, to make it do it in a way that I could not do it. And by the way, she's I have to show you Instagram. I found her on Instagram because the EP that will be out this year. Wait, where is it? what's her name? I think it's Marlene Draws, genau. And she's basically this illustrator doing these weird animals and yeah, this stuff. And I really liked it. Yeah, no, she's already, she's really working on this and posting updates in her stories, and I repost that. By the way, if you haven't already, you can also find me on Instagram, where I will be posting, stuff, and all that behind the scenes things between the streams. Hey, but that's nice here. Yeah, and she's going to do the cover for that. And it's really a fun process because I rarely, I usually people hire me to do something creative, and in this case I hired another person to do something, which is weird because now I'm kind of the person at the other end of the spectrum. Okay, hey, but I kind of like this. Now it's getting even shorter, this piece, so we kind of lost 4 seconds, but hey, that's okay. I think what we'll also do is work on this loop, this background loop, with our newest equipment, the mood and the whole pedal board, and see what we can do there. Because this loop gets annoying really fast. We'll have to see what we can do about that. Yeah, we have to make the first 30 seconds here much more interesting, I think. Not only because people have to listen for 30 seconds on Spotify to count as a play. It's weird that I'm even saying this while I'm writing this piece, because it has an impact on how people write music. So the music changes. I mean, I'm trying to not do this too much, but I'm also in the back of my head. I'm thinking, hey, let's make the first 30 seconds as interesting as possible so that people keep watching, not keep watching, but keep listening. Which is stupid, because if at 31 seconds stuff just becomes boring and people skip it, it will not get on any playlists and people will not listen to it. I will not listen to it. So, yeah, but in the back of my mind, there is this, let's get an audience, please. Okay, I think I like this. I like this more than the recording we did on the last stream. Now, what we'll do now is record the second part of this and hope that it's a little bit harder to play because the melody is in octaves and I still haven't figured out some parts of it. Oh, why did I stop there? Okay, I just have to start at this point. Okay. All right, let's do the same thing again and record the second part. Yeah, and then some kind of end, which also isn't really done yet. Okay, click, wish me luck. And again, I'll just mute the loop. And again, the monitoring settings. Now we can start. Okay, you know what? We'll punch in that first part because that was good. Just some minor things there. That was not good. Okay, I think it was with the second take. That was better. So, let's do this. Yeah, this one. We'll have to punch in this one. This one as well. No, we just cut this. Boom, boom, boom. Cut this here. Yeah, this can be better. Let's fade this in here and let's fade this out here and see if this works. Yeah, well, kind of not. No. Let's leave it like this. That wasn't too bad. Okay. Now we'll just have to punch in to these. Wait, and I think I've played the end of this. Yeah, okay, but this can be better. This can be done better. So in case you just tuned in, we are currently working on a piano track with electronics. Electronics will come later, which will basically consist of a loop in the background and some pads. We'll see. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe we'll also cut this. I don't know. Yeah, and that's what we will do for the next like half an hour maybe. Yeah, and just, you know, punch in here and there like this one. This has to be better. Okay, let's do this first. And just which part? This one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's record it. Wait, I'll just practice this a little bit before this gets too annoying. Okay, this should be possible. Should be doable. Let's see where this starts. Let's take the whole phrase here. It's easier to get it right. And by the way, if you would like to support me, just press that like button, because you wouldn't believe how much this helps with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah. Just in case you haven't already. I think that was the last one was good. Okay. Yeah, let's take this and try to somehow squeeze it in there. Should be, I think this should be okay. I mean, cutting on the downbeat is always a little bit risky, but I too like to live dangerously. Okay, kind of works. Hey, Hoochie! Hoochie writes, if you can find the time, an in-depth pedalboard tour would be amazing. You know, honestly, that's what I have planned for my next video release. So yeah, I think this will come out. Wait, let me look. But I think I'm usually putting out 2 videos a month, and either the next one or the one after that will be about that, actually. I haven't finished the script for that, but yeah. pedalboard review will come on the 13th of July, 13th of July. Before that, I will have a video where I talk about my streaming setup. So in case anybody of you also wants to start live streaming, yeah, I'll talk about the streaming setup and why it's a good idea to do that, because I feel like it really has helped me a lot as a musician. But yeah, I will definitely do that. Hey, and hello, Hoochie. Nice that you're there. How was your day? Oh, how is your day? Depending on where you are in the world. Yeah, that works. Haha. I mean, that first bow, this one here is a little bit too harsh, I think. Let's make this, I mean, it's a little bit too harsh because it's played 2 times. You know, once in that old take and once in that new take, but... Okay, now let's continue to the second part, which is played in octaves and which I butchered. Ah, that... I played that nicely. This... Yeah, and then... And then we have to do this. All right. Yeah, and you know what? What did I do? What did I just do? No. What did I do? What happened? Where am I? Ah, okay. Wrong key. Up. I like that beginning. Yep. So let's see where we start. Maybe here on the C minor. And the triplet here is also not really well played. So yeah, we have to do this again. Yeah, and maybe like this. Okay, again, we'll do this. Yeah, this makes me crazy. Here, I have to mute this part. Oh, you know what? Let's mute it. And try again. That's enough for now. I also tried to record the end part. I don't know. I don't know if this works. So let's see. I think the last version of this was okay. No, not this one. Yeah, this one. Dum dum bum 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 ba-dum bow. This one. Okay, and let's just move this here and see how this sounds. Okay, it's also the wrong place. Hey? Okay, now I get it. It's far too early for that, far too... And here's the chord we were looking for, this one. Okay, and this has to go here. And then we can see if we can align these two. Well, that's not... I mean, for not trying, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, and this one here is... Wait, let's see. Yeah, that's a little bit early. Like in the first version, I played it a little bit early. Yes, and... Let's see if we can just push this a little bit forward, like in time. Now what we could do, this is definitely cheating, but I don't mind cheating in this context at least. Let's move it to Complex Pro and put a... Wait, okay. Let's use this as a marker and... Wait, move it there. Let's see how this sounds. Well... No, not yet. It's not yet where I want it to be. Let's have this fade in and this fade out. Kind of still sounds crappy. So let's try to fade this in. That's better. You know, we have this long fade in. That's why it's a good idea to have this overlap when you punch into. Yeah, I think that's okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but maybe not. Okay, and you know what? Let's deactivate the warping here. We don't need it. I mean, I can definitely hear this. Hoochie writes, all fine here. A nice day in UK. Greetings to the United Kingdom. I found your string orchestra and Orchesterverfremdung albums recently through some luck. Hey, great. Your piano electronic improvisations are hugely inspirational to me right now. Oh, that's beautiful to hear. Thank you. I've been working on my own setup for a while, especially lately due to the Logic Live Loop update. Oh, Logic Live Loop? I have not heard of that. I've been using Logic for quite some time, but that's really like 10 years ago. What's the Logic Live Loop update? And it's really nice to see that, you know, people get something out of these improvisations. Not only me, but you as well. That's beautiful to hear. Hey, and where from the UK? Which part? Well, this kind of doesn't work, this crossfade here. It's like a low-pass filter. And it probably also is. Because... yeah, I just played it differently here. So this has less high-end and this has more high-end. So if we crossfade from one to the other, it sounds like a low-pass filter. How can we do this? Okay, let's first of all open this up and just, you know what? You know what? I don't mind. I don't mind this. I don't mind this. Okay, and then we start with the end part. Okay, I think this works. Let's have a listen from the beginning with everything. Hey. Okay, I just turned off the loop. Let's start again. Oh wait, and let's switch off monitoring here and the piano monitoring there, because otherwise we will have lots of noise in the background. That was not good. That was timing-wise, this was really bad. That was okay, but the second one... Yeah, no, that's not good. Okay, once more. Great, we'll not leave that in. Okay, let's see if we have a better take of this. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, let's leave this. Hoochie writes, and that is referring to my question what Logic Live Loop update is. He writes, or she writes, like in Ableton, but now Logic implemented it a couple of weeks ago. You mean like with the clip view here? They can basically fire clips and, or you know, play clips, and they all play in sync, or if you like, they don't play in sync. Okay, that sounds interesting. You know, but one thing, there was, I don't know, this update was quite a few years ago in Logic, where you could actually do something similar as well, but you had to open another part of Logic or something. And I always felt that this was kind of too complicated. You know, here in Ableton, this is really at the root of this program. This is what this thing is all about, and everything else builds around it. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I'll look into this. And he writes, I live in South London, but I'm from Stratford upon Avon, Middle England countryside. Well, I've heard of South London, but not Stratford upon Avon. Avon, probably. Countryside sounds beautiful. I've been to the Lake District just a couple of years ago with my family. And we also drove through, you know, I think we started in In the very south, I can't remember the name of the, you know, where all the ferries go, basically. We started there and drove through London and then went up the countryside to the Lake District. And went hiking a lot, which is beautiful. I mean, it's not really on time here, but yeah, and I think I'm not sure if we can operate this into there, because I didn't raise the right pedal on the piano, so the notes still linger on. And I mean, it's not on time. It's not this. It's a little bit off click, but I think that's fine. Yeah, right. Especially this. You know, it gets better, but this first one is way off. So you know what we'll try? Let's try to fix this. Yeah, and there it's on time again. So if we take this, let's put some markers here, some warp markers, especially here at this first one. Yep, there, okay. And let's try to correct this. And maybe it works with the beat settings, but I'm pretty sure we'll have to use another algorithm for that. Yeah, okay. You know, because if you use the beat setting, you have this ding, 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 this repetitions. So I usually like this Complex Pro. This does it for me most of the time. Let's try. Yeah, but then again, the attack of the piano gets washed out, so that's bad. I'm not sure. Maybe this works. Okay, and this one needs to be later. I think for me this is fine. Dover. Huchi writes Dover. Yeah, you're correct. Dover it was. We landed in Dover, and from there we continued by car for about 6 hours or something like that. And also drove around the countryside. It was really good. Yeah, I think this is fine, right? I didn't hear this time stretching at all. Yeah, this works. Oh. Okay, now we just have to take the second part of this new take and somehow... And there on the one, this should start. Okay. So, Huchi, why did you move to London? I guess it's pretty expensive there. I mean, Berlin is also getting more and more expensive, but if I think of really expensive cities to live in, it would be London. Okay, no, that was bad. That's a bad crossfade. Yeah, that's a really bad crossfade. Okay, we have to do this differently. Okay, so let's put this on another track. New track there. And then we'll move these around independently. Okay, and this has to be on the one. This one here. Let's put it here and see what happens. Yeah, and this is rushing. I'm rushing here. That's too fast. Okay, let's do the same thing. Let's do the same thing again. Ah, okay. Wait, and I'm rushing because... Okay, because I was just compensating for the delay. In a wrong way, not correct way, as opposed to the right way. Yeah, this kind of works. Let's listen again. Yeah, maybe. The problem is that there are still notes here playing, like again with the right pedal, it's still pressed. So boom, 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 still playing that are not playing here. And you could argue that's just, you know, I'm pressing the keys very gently when I'm starting this, so... And hey, maybe we'll start with this. Let's see if this works. Well, this is better, I think. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it like this. Why not? Yes, and then it goes here. Okay, that could work. That might work. We just have to put this on another channel. Maybe. Okay, let's create another channel. And just in case, let's also change the monitoring so that we could just record here as well. Okay. Now. Uchi writes, yeah, it's not cheap, but everything happens here. I joined a jazz band, started to work as a film extra, went to a lot of gigs. I have to visit my parents to get a bit of peace every now and then, though. Yeah, it sounds... Okay, you're playing a jazz band. That's so beautiful. It's honestly, I mean, there are 6 people watching right now. One is from Sicily. I am from Berlin. I think 14-bit MIDI might still be there, working on his latest equipment. And he's from Stuttgart in Germany. And, you know, there were people from Norway, from Russia, from literally like LA, all over the world. One from Japan. It's really beautiful. I love this. So you're playing in a jazz band. What instrument do you play, Hoochie? Hey, this works perfectly. Ah, almost perfectly, not... Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if we even had to do a crossfade here, but we do. And I even don't mind that this that it kind of falls apart there. That's kind of beautiful. This one here, it's like a bang with a dim boom, and here's the downbeat. Dan, da, dan. That's kind of lame. Let's make it a little bit more quiet. 14-bit MIDI writes, still here. I know, I'm, you know. And Hoochie writes, the band is on a pretty serious hiatus at the moment, of course. Yeah, well, that's hard. I have some friends who play live, and they are really struggling. Like, I mean, there are quite some Corona help packages from the government, so you get like 6,000, 9,000, whatever euros, so you don't starve. But yeah, it's pretty rough. And also for me, many gigs got cancelled. I was in a theater production here at the German Deutsches Theater in Berlin. And in the middle of that, the production was cancelled, and we had to, you know, nobody knows if we will have a premiere someday. Okay, well, this is weird. Let's see if we can make this better. No, that's not better. That's worse. It's still weird. It's still weird. I don't know how to go about this. Maybe re-record it. Although it's okay. I think it's fine. Especially when there will be lots of loops and other stuff going on. This is okay, I think. Okay. Huchi writes, but piano before that. Piano? So you play jazz piano. That's interesting. You know, I've always felt that there's a hugely different mindset for people playing jazz and just thinking in scales, as opposed to people coming from a, like, you know, I've never learned anything jazz. I've studied classical piano, and I was only taught to think in what's Funktionstheorie? Wait, I have to. In functions like dominance and parallel dominance and yeah, stuff like this. I'm only thinking in functions or in general bass. Is general bass a thing in English? Generalbass, it's in German. General bass. It sounds like a really badass general. Generalbass. Figured bass, not general bass. In German, it's general bass, would be the literal translation of it. And yeah, stuff like that. That's what I learned. And that's what kind of stuck with me. But functional theory. Thank you, 14-bit MIDI, functional theory. Yeah, and I feel like the jazz people only think in scales. You have a chord, and you immediately know, okay, I can play F Lydian minor over this. Oh, F Lydian minor is not even scale, I know. You see, that's where you feel like, where you know I'm not a jazz pianist. Although I felt like there is some really interesting jazz out there, especially the stuff that doesn't sound like the typical jazz, you know, the typical jazz thing. I don't know this. Oh, 14-bit MIDI writes, a jazz player here too. Sorry, functional harmony. Okay, 14-bit MIDI writes, functional harmony it is. Yeah, but I guess, you know, if you're a jazz player, you have to know this as well. So there's just something I don't know. And I'm not thinking about scales most of the time. And just write cheesy piano music. As it comes pouring out of my heart. Or my fingers. Okay, I think this is fine. 14-bit MIDI writes, or the super ultra hyper mega meta Lydian scale. Yes. And then when you look at it, it's just like C minor or something with a raised, I don't know, fourth. Okay, that is bad. This one here is bad. This doesn't work like this. Okay. Okay, because right now the attack was completely gone here. Let's see if we can get it back. Huchi writes, there's a few perspectives you can use in the jazz world, and your one would work perfectly fine. Yeah? You think so? Okay. Yeah, I mean it's probably like with everything that there are some rules which you can use to also explain and how people have been writing music, and which explains it pretty well. But still, it's an art, you know. It's not a not a science. So it's not mathematics, in a way. So basically, however you do it, as long as you do it, you're kind of doing it right. Okay, and then we have this little outro thing, which we will also have to record. But we are way past our 14-bit MIDI rights. We all have 12 pitches to choose from. That it is. All the systems behind and the theory are just that, systems and theories. At the end, there needs to be music to listen to. Yeah, right. We only have 12 scales, 12 notes, 12 tones to choose from. Yeah, but I feel like, yeah. It's good to know lots of theory, I think, and to then just forget it again. And I'm also sometimes thinking about scales, but most of the time I'm really in my functional harmony mindset. And then again, I'm trying to just be thinking about how my fingers want to move. And it's really just, becomes, yeah. As long as you do it, you just have to do it. And then if something comes out that you like, it's kind of music. So I don't know. I'm not somebody who can philosophize. I'm not a philosopher about music. I'm just making music. And I know what I like and what most of the time. And I think that's enough. Oh, that's also interesting. Well, let's see. We just need a good outro now. Hey, let's listen to what we have done like a couple of days ago. What was this? Okay, that was still the first one, which is not in octaves. And that was the original improvisation for this, which is much faster. And I kind of like it. I kind of like this too. Well, no, this one will be a little bit slower, the recording. It's a little bit... Now I feel like maybe we have to completely redo this and play it faster, but nah, I think that's fine. We'll leave it like this. Although the faster version had some kind of... It's not that sleepy, I mean, I like sleepy, soft music, but I don't know. Yeah, and we'll... You know what? We'll leave it like this. Now we will record the outro for this. Something, I don't know yet. Yeah, and then maybe work on some pads for the background, and then the stream will be over. Yeah, and by the way, next stream will be on Tuesday, the 23rd, at 15 p.m. Central European Time. But let's record something for now. What? What is playing there? Please stop. Thank you. Okay. No, I'm feeling there's a little bit more of pressure knowing that there are two jazz pianists watching me struggle recording very simple stuff on the piano. Hey, but you know what? I have been playing this instrument for more than probably about 30 years now. And I've been studying it, and I can't play it. It's just, you know how it is, right? Playing on time, on click, it's hard. And improvising and not really knowing what you're playing. Huchi writes, I'm off for now, see you soon. Yeah, Huchi, was great that you were there. And hoping to see you soon. Like I said, Tuesday 23rd, 15 p.m. Central European Time, I'll be streaming again. If you like, join. Yeah, I would love to see you. And have a great day. We will continue recording here. Okay, sounds like something is wrong. Okay, the piano was muted. Okay, let's go. Okay, I think that's fine. No, there was one good take. One was okay, and the other ones were okay, but not so good. Okay. First of all, let's open this up. Wait, I can just switch the view. By the way, thank you to our latest subscriber, Diet7S or 75. Not sure. You can see latest subscriber there. Wait. No, other way. There. Okay. Doesn't matter. I just saw it on the display and thought, hey, let's give Diet 57S or whatever a shout out. Okay, and we have to adjust for the delay, or for the lag, or how is it called again? Latency. Okay, this should work. This should be an easy... Yes, let's put it here, because it's a little bit louder. And the first version here is also a little bit louder, so this should mix okay. Let's see, maybe it needs to be here. And a little bit more on time. No, like this. Okay. "14-bit Media writes, see you soon, Hoochie." Yeah, see you soon. Okay, that's... it's harder than I thought. Okay, you know what? Another trick would be to just cut at a place which is a little less, like a weak note or a weak beat. So not on a downbeat, but rather like on a 3-end or something, 4-end. Yeah, but then again, I'm just playing notes on the downbeats. Maybe this works. No, it doesn't. Okay, because... why doesn't it work? This might work, because there were 2 attacks of the notes. Maybe. And sometimes it's also that, when you work on something for... and listen to it, to a minor detail for too long, it becomes... I don't know. You focus too much on it. At least I do. Ah yeah, and then... okay, and then we go into this. And I think there the... which version was it? Whoops. And this one should be muted. Okay, I think the first version we played here was better. This one was kind of off. Well, it's okay. Yeah. And we're back in C minor. And then I struggle a little bit, but then we're going to be in the right spot. Okay, wait, let me change the view to this one here. And I'm not really playing in time. Yes. You know Felix in the past. Felix from the past knows. I think this take was okay. Yeah, and then it kind of fades out on this A flat major chord. Okay, and let's take this one and try to attach it to the end of this. Okay. And here, on this downbeat, this phrase starts. And this kind of works, actually. I'm a little bit surprised. Hey, this piece is longer than I thought. Is it 3 minutes? Okay, well, I hope I have not copied something in the wrong places or something. Okay, you know what? Let's listen back. Now we have a piano track that might work. Might or might not, but that's it's for us to find out now. Okay, let's go. yeah, it's not 3 minutes. I just have to cut that place, this part here. Okay, but it was okay, I think. It's okay. Yeah, okay. It's 2 minutes something. Hey, this works. That's an easy. Yeah, no need to put any crossfades anywhere. This works. Nice. Okay, so this piece is more like, right now at least, more like 2.5 minutes long. Okay. There was just one part where there was a weird cut, I think. I don't know where. Yeah, this one here. I didn't like this one too much. I think I would just cut out, cut out this. And yeah, let's see if this works. Yeah, and it does. Yeah. Done. Okay, now we have a piano track. Okay. So I think I'll leave it at that for now. Because I still have to do some tax work, which I could also do on stream, but that would be extremely boring. And writing emails to other people and my tax attorney. What's Steuerberater in German, in English? Tax consultant. Yeah, and all sorts of stuff like that, which I think you would not want to see live on stream. Also, I would not want to stream that because then you would know my tax numbers and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's bad, but feels like something I shouldn't do. 14-bit media writes, nice ideas anyways. Nice idea to stream my tax return making thing process? I don't know. I wouldn't want to see that. Yeah. I think I'm going to end the stream. It was a pleasure that you all have been there. Hoochie, 14-bit MIDI, as always. Mystical Physics, if you're still there. And yeah, all you other people who did not write in chat but have been watching, thank you. It has been a pleasure streaming for you today. And like I said, I will see you again on Tuesday the 23rd. So next Tuesday at 15 p.m. Central European Time. The streaming schedule, by the way, is in the description of this video. So if you're curious when I will be streaming apart from next Tuesday. And it's generally three times a week I'm streaming, and 2 times a month I'm releasing new videos. So again, just as a quick reminder, if you like any of that, if you don't want to miss anything, consider subscribing, because then you will be reminded. Mystical Physics writes, see you next time, great stream. Thank you. It has been lots of fun for me. I hope you got something out of this, and I would love to see you next Tuesday. See you there.